fix it. We fix the titles. Thank you, y'all. Bashim al Shai, man. Where were you at?
Oh yeah. Back in this article, shit's happening.
A lot's happening. I'll just keep an eye on it. Let's go.
It says bands of looters are stealing billions of dollars worth of merchandise as America continues to descend into lawlessness.
Oh, so right now they're stealing merchandise, right? Thank you, brothers. I appreciate you. Thank you, sis. Right now they're stealing merchandise, but what's that the spirit of? Getting them ready to steal goods. What about when the food, gas, generators, survival? What you think's gonna happen when those that don't have it find those that do? It tells you 19. Okay.
Second Edges 15, and in verse, I'll start a little up. In verse 17, a man shall desire to go into a city and shall not be able.
Yeah.
For because of their pride, the city shall be troubled.
Yeah. Read that again.
Yep. It says, a man shall desire to go into a city and shall not be able.
What's he saying?
It says, for because of their pride.
See, like that right there. See Jake right now? Look. Jake right now is asking Esau, you know? Look. He's asking him, hey man, such and such, blah, blah, blah. Can you help out? Can you help me? And then what you think's gonna happen next? The same thing that happened to Batman's parents. What the fuck y'all people think? You think that the bottom barrel is just gonna stay at the bottom? Yo, Esau is gonna be numero uno, man. It says a chase road that no man's gonna regard. It's about to be 2023, and y'all still disregarding the ones you brought here as slaves. You still walk by with your pump, with your priss, you know?
And it says, verse 18.
Yo, bro, you know what I mean, though?
Yeah.
Look at that shit, man. Jake's still asking for a handout. And niggas, get away from me, nigga.
Yep.
Don't touch my pure leather briefcase. To this fucking day. It's the same spirit, man. And that's what they fear, the fact that we're the only ones out in your ass. We're the only ones mentioning the bullshit that you do. And you got a fucking nerve to try to open up our book and try to disannul what the Holy Spirit is saying? Fuck out of here, man. Keep going.
Verse 18, for because of their pride.
Yes, because of that pride. Because of that careless spirit, you know? Because of that, I don't give a shit what happened to you. Get away from me. I'm late for a latte. Right? I'm getting married. Shut up. You know? That's what they do here. And who's right behind them? Eve. Because she said, fuck the black man. I might as well follow him. I might as well follow Esau because I already see what he's done to him. All you sellouts is going to be judged, man. You know? In the last days, the Lord is manifesting the lot of what we're to be in it. And we see it, man. We see it. That's why you few and rare and in between sisters, count your blessing. Because the majority of them are finished out here. Riding behind Esau's corduroys. Keep going.
And it says, the houses shall be destroyed.
Yep.
And the men shall be afraid.
Men shall be afraid. Drafts are coming, okay? You worried about a draft in a house, there's going to be a draft passed through the House of Senate. Then what do? Oh, and get it on the woman, then what you do, Miss Independent? Well, independently hold an AR, a government-issued rifle, and defend your country and defend your feminist rights against a full-blown Iranian soldier.
Verse 19, a man shall have no pity upon his neighbor.
And why? Because his neighbor's freaking off with his wife. He's lost everything through alimony. His stocks have crashed. His 401k has went through, you know? He's got nothing left. Children are gone. He's going to become unhinged. He's going to be unhinged. And now your liberal rights and your conservative talks is going to mean nothing to a man that has nothing. And everything has been taken from him. or you walk and shake your ass down the street. The people that are going to rise up first is going to be the men. The people that rise up first is going to be the men. Middle-aged white men and middle-aged black men that are tired.
And it says,
Esau telling you that now. When I was first learning the truth, Esau said, look, man, we got to band together. This fucking government, they trying to divide us. And it's true. But that doesn't mean that we're going to join hand in hand with the wicked. You gotta take that up with Tyrone, baby. Y'all two gotta work together and figure something out, because we're gonna stand here. We're just here in the spirit to prophesize what you're gonna do. See? And you look at these band of Edomites, y'all not ready for Russia. Y'all not ready for Russia. Y'all not ready for when it goes down. Y'all not ready for the spirit, man. You're not ready for prophecy. Okay?
reality.
You know, we're not carnal men, but as a man, hey, I want to be in shape. I want to work out. I want to be able to squat. I want to be able to pull up my own body weight as a man. Because society tells you something different. Grow your hair, paint your nails, bow a knee. Bow a knee to your whore and to the whore that inhabits the whore. You know, keep going.
And it says, but shall destroy their houses with the sword and spoil their goods.
And they're going to destroy their house with the sword that their government is trying to take from them. Their government is trying to take, the Edomites is trying to take the blessing for the lesser Edomites. The little guys. And Jake's still over there begging. I wonder why they're still begging. Now Rochester's got a slogan, be the change, keep the change. But let's not question why us in the ghetto hasn't changed. Since Elon Musk has taken Twitter over, 58% of hate speech upon the 48ers, 61 against Mose, and 202% against Judah. But don't wonder why that don't change, and don't have the DHS put out a memo talking about what are we gonna do to fix that. That's why Judah's rousing up, because Amalek is now sticking his fucking nose out talking about help me. And you still got Judah sitting there like, damn, I see all these platforms and funding for Moab, for Amalek, all these ways to help them, but I stand here and I say, hey, you got change? He's only asking you for physical change, and you ain't even changing society. Wait till the day where they say, we're gonna bring change. He's only asking for financial change right now. What about hegemony, monarchy, rulership?
And it says, explore their goods because of the lack of bread.
Yeah, the lack of bread because of a controlled famine. You know how many food processing plants in Babylon has burned?
Over 100.
Huh? Over 100?
100 and count.
Jake is gonna lose it when they can't put their Tyson fried chicken in the oven. They're gonna lose it. I'm telling you, man, the most dangerous creature on earth is an Israelite man that ain't got nothing left to lose. When he ain't got, when it don't matter about jail, it don't matter if he's got a bed, that's when you're gonna have a problem. Where he should be a lion among the Gentiles. You got something,
Jake
brother?
gonna get in that Viking spirit, man. Where they was just raiding, looting, and fucking going door to door, tearing shit up.
Well,
that's about to come out here, man.
That's what the Vikings did. They would go in, and guess what? Now, according to history, what you go into, the Vikings are Benjamin, right?
Wolf.
They're wolf. Well, peep this. You got a new movie that came out called The Northmen. And they were a band of Vikings, and guess how they would sneak up on a village? They would wear a wolf pelt, and they would crouch. So it looked like a pack of wolves, and by the time you saw them, they threw it off and stormed it. That's Benjamin. So wait till you see the madman running around here. You know? You got something, brother?
Back in the article, it says, opinion 3 years ago, I bet that 99% of my readers had never heard of ORC. Of course, by now, everyone knows that ORC stands for Organized Retail Crime. And it is prompting retailers to permanently shut down stores all over the nation. Right now, the retail theft is happening from coast to coast on a scale that we have never seen in our entire history.
Let's switch gears over here. This damn traffic. What's that, Nahum?
Yep.
All that traffic. All right, let's read that again, please. You stand wherever, brother. Where you good?
It says, marauding bands of looters are barging into stores, grabbing as much merchandise as they can possibly carry, and then loading it into their vehicles. Online marketplaces make it easier than ever to turn stolen goods into cash. And at this point, organized retail crime has become a multi-billion-dollar business.
Organized retail crime?
Right, so you know what they're doing, right? They're stealing that shit and then they're flipping it on Amazon. You know?
Beautiful. Good. America is becoming, Babylon is a stain on earth. Are people looting and stealing in India? Are people in China running around, breaking into their stores, painting their nails? Are they doing that? Are other nations freaking off in the ass and women are in all these pain? You see that shit? You see all the shit that Babylon's doing right now? This place a fucking, it's a shithole.
Literally.
This place is a shithole.
It says, I have repeatedly warned my readers, America is descending into lawlessness.
Good.
The thin veneer civilization that we all depend upon on a daily basis is rapidly disappearing, and if we stay on this path, our society will soon be completely unrecognizable.
Unrecognizable. You know what that sounds like? Woe to you that established a city by bloodshed and inequity. You've established this land that you walk with this sense of pride and arrogancy, and you're walking on blood and bones of the men and women that you look down on today. The audacity of you Edomites and you heathens, man. The audacity of you. You got something, brother?
Yep.
Back in 9?
Oh.
If you got something, but I remember we were in 9.
Second Edge 6 and verse 22, it says,
Hey, do y'all see that dude on the news when he was talking about Baal is king? He was talking about Bussy Laga. And he was like, man, y'all's talking about Kanye. And everything went fucking nuts. And he said, well, they got bait. He said, I may not be able to speak as a black man. I may not be able to speak as a blah, blah, blah woman. But he said, I can speak as a father of 2 sons. Why is nobody talking about your crimes against children out here, man? That's why the Lord about to fucking bring judgment. And may Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, Bashim Rakakbadash, Shalak Aitazwan, Mashapatyam, on any demon coming up against the gospel. May Yahweh Bashim Yahushai destroy you and your household coming up against this gospel. May Yahweh Bashim Yahushai publicly judge you scoffers, man. Publicly judge you. How dare you hold this book and not speak about wickedness? You got vans driving by with babies locked up in it. And you talk about hide your children from us. Fuck you, man. Yeah, I'm telling you, we're in the days of judgment. You see people, you got people dropping out here like flies, man. Like flies.
Oh. Check this out. It says 1.1 million Babylonians have been unalive since 2020.
Damn!
Unalive.
That's a token.
It's an omen.
That's an omen, bro. What you got, man?
It says, Second Edge 6 and verse 22, it says, and suddenly shall the sown places appear sown.
Yes, suddenly, and they're, hey, you got people right now in San Fran going to Rite Aid, grabbing something to freak off, then they go the next day and it's gone. Because they're like locusts. They came in and swept it out. Hey, they walking around doing the clothesline on those shelves, man.
Panic buying.
You know? Now they gotta lock up steak and spam. One of our grocery stores we go to, they had chains on the seafood.
Yeah.
You go to Home Depot, you can't buy copper wire. They gotta escort you. They gotta escort you. What Mike Jackson say? It don't matter if you're black or white. They gotta escort your ass to the cash register. You know? This place is a shithole, man. The average person is a thief, a drug addict, an adulterer, or a drug addict, adulterer, and thief.
Or a witch.
or a witch. You know?
And it says, the full storehouses shall suddenly be found empty.
The warehouses. Because the sown places are the stores. The storehouse, did it say?
Yes, storehouses.
Those are the warehouses. So the places, hey, you got certain liquors you can't buy, certain sodas, certain drinks. You know, and that's why the brother you had said a couple of camps ago, they have the illusion of an option. You know? You're not going to be able to buy things soon. Or they're going to double it. Shit, soon they're going to start bidding on Red Bull online. To the highest bidder. You know? People going to start bidding on items. Everyday items. Because see, other countries have gone through this and no one turned an eye. Niggas was still saying hut. Ball was still being shot. Bitches was still twerking. Excuse my language. But they were still doing that while people was eating zoo animals in Venezuela. You know? Dying. Turning to prostitution. And y'all out here giving it up for free. Well, soon, you're going to have to use what you got to get what you want. They see saying in Players Club?
If it don't get taken.
If it don't get tooken,
It's gonna get taken.
it's going to get taken too. Fuck out of here, man. Judgment needs to happen to these people. These useless overeaters. These rude ass people, man. What you got, brother?
With that 2 Ezra 9.
Yeah.
Back in 2 Ezra 9, start from the top. He answered me then and said, measure thou the time diligently in itself.
Yeah. And are these people measuring the time? They're not measuring the time. Okay? Because if you were and you're not from here, you would leave here. Okay? If you weren't from here, you would leave here. I was going to leave like 5-6 years ago. But the Lord had other plans. See? So we've been world, right? We've been was like, hey, Michael's is dead, we get the hell out of here.
I was gonna leave at 1.2.
See? See? But that was the Lord opening our eyes. But the rest of these people, see, I'm not locked in here with you. You're locked in here with me. You're locked in now. You're stuck in Babylon. And you're going to stay in Babylon. And you're going to fulfill the prophecy of being the fat and fuel for the fire in Babylon. And what Benjamin say? More fire. Iwad Ash. More fire. Keep going.
And it says, and when thou seest part of the signs past,
Yeah.
which I told thee before,
Well, what are some of the signs? What are the signs? Is it Mel Gibson in a movie? No, the signs are Joel 2:27, Isaiah 29:6, Matthew 24, 2 Ezra 15, 2 Ezra 16, Revelations 11-14, Revelations 13. We're seeing signs pass to where now we're like, hey, the next got to be, you know, the next got to be what it's going to be.
and it says, verse 2, then shalt thou understand
Yeah.
that it is the very same time
Wait, it says, then shall thou understand what?
that it is the very same time
Yeah.
wherein the highest will begin to visit the world which he made.
Do y'all understand the times we're in? Do y'all understand? Do you understand? Do y'all on the comment board? Do you understand? Read that again. This is a question.
It says, then shalt thou understand
And thou shalt understand what?
that it is the
Should I understand the alphabet? Arithmetic? Should I understand algebra? What shall we understand? Right. There you go. What? Read it.
It says, then shalt thou understand
Yeah.
that it is the very same time wherein the highest will begin to visit the world which he made.
So you want to know why we're in the spirit like this? Because we understand that we're in a time of the Lord visiting the earth. Why are you going to go out? Why are you? Because bitches at the end.
Judgment's out, man. I'm not going out. Judgment's out.
Someone said, you going out? Someone asked me that, like, you going out tonight? Nah, not me. I volunteer in the morning. Look at this, look at this, look at this. But do they understand it's the spirit? Do they understand? Do they understand the time we're in? Look, you think they understand? You think they understand the time we're in? Look at that shit. That's the Holy Spirit.
And they think
Look, yeah, hey, hello. Good job, guys. Good job, guys. Woo! Look, Conorto. Woo! Woo! Hey, Barack will tell you how about Shimmy outside, man.
They think that we're with them. They're recording us. Happy,
Back
yeah.
what you just said, like, somebody asked me last night if you're going out, right? Somebody asked me that last night, like, if you coming out? I was like, nah, I'm not coming out. I'm staying home.
No. So that answers it. So now we don't have to ask someone walking by. Did that not answer it? They don't understand the time that we're in. So it's a blessing. Keep going.
Verse 3. Therefore, when there shall be seen earthquakes
Oh,
and upwards of the people in the world.
hey, some of these earthquakes are causing volcanic eruptions.
Yeah, yep.
Y'all see what's going on in Hawaii?
Yeah. That shit erupted.
Oh, like 2.
Yeah.
They said it's the worst.
And then you had a couple earthquakes out there in California recently. I think like last week.
And while all this is going on, you got guys bugging out talking about King David's here. Y'all seen that?
Yeah.
You seen it? Oh boy, remember we warned you about it, remember? That's the
Yep.
spirit. We warned. We're like, yo man, watch that guy.
Yep.
You know what I'm talking about, right? He's through now. He gotta repent. That dude's through, man. And then other guys are talking about he's a proud demon. He's carnal. He said, bully me, sweating and shit. He said, fuck it, I'm the house of David. Yeah, all right. And then you got another guy's teaching we're in the new covenant. How the fuck are we in the new covenant if we're still teaching?
We're still in these bodies.
We're still in this body. I just went through some temptation last night. What the fuck? But anyways, keep going.
And it says,
But you know why we say that? To warn the sheep. To out wicked demons. Mark them that cause division. To warn you. To warn you.
and it says, and upwards of the people in the world.
Oh man, Moab's wildin'.
Yeah.
Moab's wildin', man.
They locked Moab ass in the fucking building.
Yeah.
The building caught on fire and they died.
Damn. I'm sorry.
Now over there, now since that happened, now they're setting up, those
Camps.
those FCs over there,
Those camps.
Mm-hmm.
I seen him welding a door shut.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, damn, what if he's got a, what if he gets well?
Somebody posted up, they forcing them over there on Congress, they forcing them to spend money, they didn't save money.
Yes.
Oh, damn.
Yeah. And guess what? Victory Schwab, Klaus, he said Moab is a model. A model country of what we should be. Which proves what? Psalms 83. Edom, Moab, Ishmael. See? So they're all lined up. And what's Ishmael gonna play in these last days? Is he gonna play the part as the cornerstone? No. He's gonna play the part of the Valley of Jehoshaphat. They're gonna help lead the third woe. Because they're still locked in with Esau. The Lucifers. Best believe. Let's keep going.
Verse 4, this shalt thou well understand
Yep.
that the Most High spake of those things from the days that were before thee, even from the beginning.
Yep.
For like as all that is made in the world hath a beginning and an end.
This is the end.
Yep.
The end of the world as we know it.
Ooh. This everything, all heathens have a beginning and an end. Because we are forever. All heathen rulerships have a beginning and an end. Look, even in our kingdom. One heathen will put over the other heathens. He's going to die, then the next one will reign over him. They'll die and reign again. But they have a time stamp. And with Esau fulfilling prophecy, he's coveting rulership. He has a spirit of pride that he shall continue forever. Hence why he wants to merge man with the machine so he can stay in a vessel, meaning he don't have to go back to the spirit world. He don't got to go back to the Father. If I can find a way to put my mind in this jar, then he'll do it. Shit, you seen San Fran right now legalize RoboCops.
Yeah.
You don't got to pay on Saturdays. No, it's no problem. Keep going.
verse 5, and it says, "And the end is manifest."
And the end is manifest. What my man Shane Son said, it has begun. So now we're in a time of waiting. Now we're in a time of waiting. He read it. I'll stand on my watch. So we're just waiting. We're watching prophecies. We're examining ourselves.
We're biding time.
We're biding time. You know?
Keep going.
Yeah.
Verse 6, "Even so, the times also of the highest have plain beginnings,
Yep.
and wonders, and powerful works, and endings, and end effects, and signs."
Yeah. Esau was given the ability to come with all lying words and workings after Satan. So how much more the right hand? You know? So this end is going to be a beautiful manifestation to watch.
That's like Elon Musk going on his
Yep.
live
6 months.
6 months being trials on the trip.
You know what Elon means?
I forgot.
Oak tree.
Oak tree.
And what it tell you? To eat not of every tree. Eat not of every tree. Because you eat from that man's fruit and you're finished. He gives you plastic fruit now.
Goodness.
Right? He gives you plastic fruit now. So wait until y'all start eating from this tree. Y'all gonna be walking around looking crazy. You know? You're gonna be walking with one eye blinking, the other eye saying loaded.
What's that other company that mastered the head chip already?
Huh?
What's that other company that mastered the head chip already? They kind of ahead of Elon Musk. They showed dude that chip looked like something out of a movie. It was like a cinema. You see little tentacles come out and attach to the brain.
I'd have to look it up. There's a few though.
There's a few.
Yeah, there's a few. But the food and the FD, they already passed the MOTB into law. They've already passed it. Just look up Vera,
Vera?
and then add the C hip at the end. Look it up. It'll pop right up. It's already been approved.
I think that's the people.
Probably.
Yeah.
It's been approved.
They over there like in Switzerland.
Oh, you talking about dangerous things?
I don't
I was,
know.
I
Is that what it's
I was
called?
thinking that too.
You remember that one?
Yeah.
Danger strings?
Anal gastric.
And they're in Sweden.
Mm-hmm.
You know? You got some?
Yep.
Yep.
This 2 Thessalonians 2.
Which the Beast just had a meeting in Geneva, Sweden, or Geneva, Switzerland. You know what Geneva means? Juniper. And what Esau was eating, juniper root. I met an Edomite. He said, "Man, you put some juniper in that gin and tonic, man." I said, "Juniper, huh? Hell yeah." Hey, there's benefits being at peace with all men. We may come out at camp, you see the spirit turn up, and we chill, man. I talked to Esau. Yeah? I talk with Eve. I talk with people. They cool with me.
I said, right.
Gotta be cool. You
Use
think
the word.
Daniel was... That's why Paul didn't rebuke Agrippa. And Haman came. Why did he want Agrippa in chains? It's called wisdom. Something you don't got, dude.
2 Thessalonians 2 and verse 4. It says, "Who opposeth and exalteth himself above all that is called the Most High."
Who does that? Who opposes? Who opposes and exalts himself, what? As the Most High?
Mhm.
Who does that? Who's portraying them? Huh?
Nori Ferrari cars far.
Right. Who portrays himself as God?
Yep.
We're asking. Everybody's got a degree or some education. You all know it all. You all know it all, don't you? So who's opposing exalting himself as God? Well, let's see. You got the black woman, right? You got the white man. You know who don't oppose himself as God? Jake. Now you may hear the black man as God. That really ain't. You know what I mean? That really ain't a thing.
But that's scriptural though.
It is. It is. But who's saying it? Eve and Esau. Eve says it on the ground level, or Jacob say it on the ground level, but on the highest level, Esau. You put Google in right now, what's God look like? You're gonna see Matt Damon pull up.
Yes.
Now you got Matt Damon bald-headed in a dress being arrested for stealing luggage. You seen that?
Yeah.
He looks just like Matt Damon. The nigga's in a government official in the Biden administration wearing a fucking sundress.
Yep.
Wearing a sundress. The health advisor for Babylon was born a man. Looking ugly as all hell,
I
man.
want to say he put a perverse spirit.
Yeah.
He put a perverse
This place is perverse.
And it says, or that is worship, so that he, as the Most High, sitteth in the temple of the Most High.
Yeah, people like the Pope. People think the Pope is a godly man, or a priest, or a pastor. You just had a video, and I hate to say it, but it's true, which there's multiple. You just had a video of a man walk in on his pastor popping his wife, and she was pregnant. That's why the Lord about to beat these people. The way the judgment is gonna, it's like how I feel. Remember when the dude in Tales from the Hood, he drew his stepfather monster and then he crinkled his ass up?
Yep.
That's what needs to happen to these people. They need to get fucking just crinkled in, man. The wickedness is at an all-time high here. You can't even live. You can't, even if you would just want to go to work, pay bills, get a woman, settle down, you can't even do that. You can't avoid the wickedness here, because you know Jake try to do that. Jake will try to mingle around this shit. I remember the other day, I had to go somewhere and I was like, damn, I gotta walk around these people. You know, you seen some dude with a dress on, you know, some nigga transforming, you know? This shit is crazy. Then you get a woman and then she's legally allowed to get freaked off on and kick you out the house. And then here comes the law enforcement of wickedness to make sure that you get out without doing nothing.
Wearing all black.
Oh, fuck us, man. This place is wicked as shit. This place is a big ass fucking cult. You want to talk about Hebrew Israelite cult?
And it says, show himself that he is the Most High.
Yeah, he shows himself he is the Most High. Dr. Michael Brown, Dr. James White. Why the fuck are all y'all doctors?
Dr. Fruche.
Why are you? Doctor means to falsify. Doctor means to falsify. The fuck? You know? Fuck you a doctor, man.
And it says, remember ye not that when I was yet with you, I told you.
Hey, bro, I can tell you how much from outside. So we're talking about government officials wearing a dress, and some two-time loser gets on the comment board of our church and says, look like we're wearing a dress. Well, looks can be deceiving, okay? Looks can be very deceiving, but you have no energy to talk about those that literally are wearing it. Openly. And they're not wearing it because they're saying, hey, well, I'm wearing sackcloth because, thank you.
The water, brother.
Thank you, brother. We're wearing a sackcloth because we're in mourning. They're wearing dresses because they're moles. And then he had the 3 6s emblem.
Oh, yes.
When the word comes, Satan come immediately. And may Yahweh Shemel Shai Shalak Ashim Al Bayav Zadim.
Yep.
May Yahweh Shemel Shai do that speedily. And cut his internet off too.
Mm-hmm.
And mark yourself, man.
He's good.
We're in a time of people being fucking marked. You know, I really try not to cuss a lot, but, you know, sometimes things come out the way they do, and I apologize. You got some, brother?
Yeah.
Let's go.
This is Jeremiah 51 and verse 1. Thus said the Lord, Yahweh Shem Yahushai, behold, I will raise up against Babylon and against them that dwell in the midst of them that rise up against me a destroying wind.
What a perfect precept. Those that rise up against me. Who has risen up against the Lord insomuch that it's reached unto heaven? Esau, Amalek. You know? And ain't nobody talking about God but us. Ain't nobody talking about the Most High and the Savior but us. Everybody else that got you. When the last time you heard vocab mention God? Right? On some real spiel. You don't hear him saying God. Or talking about, well, God this. You know? Never.
He's an Edomite.
Or Amalek.
and will send unto Babylon fairness that shall fan her and shall empty her land.
Yep.
For in the day of trouble they shall be against her round about.
Yeah, this place is getting ready to be surrounded. You got what surrounds America? Well, let's see. If this is America, you have Canada, South America, Europe, and then Russia and Asia. This bitch is surrounded. The beast is gonna league in with the bear. South America's already with Mother Russia, and then Asia, Russia, they right over there. You're already surrounded. And then they just came out and said that Russia now can communicate with its deep nuclear submarine from like space or something. So now it can has a satellite that can communicate with a submarine.
Underwater.
So what are you gonna do when Russia's submarines on the west coast? That's what you people are not taking into consideration. War.
Against him that bendeth, let the archer bend his bow, and against him that lifted up himself in his brigandine, and spare ye not her young men, destroy ye utterly all her hosts.
Yeah, first your young men ain't gonna get spared for draft, and then they ain't gonna get spared in war. No. You ever see that movie? I'm a father, right? I gave you an apple. I call that,
They're
man.
gonna get beat. I
Yeah.
see Americans being beat to death. I'm talking about beat till you like your fucking hands is like got calluses from beating. That's the anger that the Lord's gonna pour out.
And you know what? Russians play well in the cold. Like right now, you know, hey, in a carnal sense, if you had a fight, your hands are a little. They don't train in this. Them men train in weather like this. Remember when Rocky had to go to the Rocky Mountains to get ready for Drago?
In the snow.
That was Ivan's backyard, baby. And what spirit was he in? If he dies, he dies. That's a raw spirit, man. That means the Lord is going to have no mercy or compassion on Babylon, and he's going to use these nations. And what proves that? Because he's going to use us. Then he say, I will put my anger upon my people. Samuel said it best. You heard what he told Brett? Remember he said, what does Yahushua Mashiach look like? Hey, he's black.
Yeah. Yep.
Right? Yeah, beautiful times, man. Keep going, brother.
It says, thus shall the slain fall in the land of the Chaldeans,
Yep.
and they that are thrust through in her streets. For Israel had not been forsaken.
Yeah, so you're going to see judgment happen in the land where we were put to shame. Listen, the people that you see right now, those are dead men and women walking. When you look at them, it's like the movie Frightening. Remember, he would see them with a number on their head, so he knew they were on their way out. That's how you got to be looking at these people. They're on their way out. If you ain't of the elect, you know, hey man, Rahab better be in another country, man. You know what I mean? She got spared. You know what I mean? But hey, how this judgment gonna play out, man? It's gonna be different, man.
For Israel had not been forsaken, nor Judah of his power.
Yep, the elect, the small remnant, because the rest of Israel showing their countenance as Sodom. You know.
It says, Yahweh Shemiel shall post, though that land was filled with sin against the Holy One of Israel.
You're right, going back to our land. And now what? Jake, in this land, all they doing is just what? Running around, kidding and playing. Ain't they? While the women are being baps. The Israelite male is either kid or he's playing. Right? It's a house party.
Making Twitter, or being on TikTok, dancing in front of me.
And how fitting that they're on TikTok and they don't know their time is up. Hey, the Lord's cold, man. Just like in the middle of December. Look at that wind. Look at that. Hey, look, all it's going to take is a New York minute for these motherfuckers to crouch a knee and scatter. And they going to have that look. They ain't going to be blinking when judgment comes. You know? And we going to be, I'm sorry, bro, we going to be like that boy in Jerusalem in World War Z. Y'all remember that scene?
Yeah.
When he stood there, he just crouched down,
Yep.
and they all just ran around him.
Flee out of the midst of Babylon and deliver every man his soul.
Yeah, how we fleeing out? You got people literally fleeing out, but we're fleeing out through the Spirit.
It says, be not cut off in her iniquity.
And I'm gonna say this, because if you waste your, that's what you would do. You're wasting your time. You're wasting your time chasing a box because you're gonna get put in one. You're wasting your time on these women. You're wasting your time. Apollo Toraki. There is no tomorrow. You know what that means? Give it all now. Sirach 5, it says, make no tarrying, man. Fuck you doing playing around for? This ain't nothing. This ain't play. Going back, kid, and play. Being in that smoky spirit. Till your ass gets smoked, man. You know what the issue is? There's too much freedom and liberty here. People can't handle being by themselves, man. Because they ain't been built up enough with discipline to maintain. It's hard for a boy to wake himself up. It's hard for a boy to handle responsibility without someone behind him. But the Lord has woken us up. He's opened our eyes, man. It's time to show yourself as men. Talking about my homeboys. Keep going. Jeremiah.
Back in Jeremiah 51:6, flee out of the midst of Babylon and deliver every man his soul. Be not cut off in her iniquity, for this is the time of the Lord's vengeance.
See? Keep going.
He will render unto her a recompense.
Whoa! Hey, she about to get cut off, man. Walk away. You know, in the street, they're like, yo, man, hey, get up out of here. Get up out of here. They had a viral video that go around that said, when you back home, but the hood fuck with you. Hey, I'm about to light this shit up. And then he walks away. That's what's literally, the Lord like, yo, I'm about to take this shit out. Get up out of there. I'm good. Right? While the rest are sitting here, and they'll tempt you. They'll bait you. With some ass, with some drinking, with some partying, with some music, with some opportunity. They'll bait your ass back out here. A succubus. You know? You gotta learn to say la.
Babylon had been a golden cup in the Lord's hand.
And that's what's gonna allure people. Well, man, I remember when Kobe did it. Shit, LeBron got it, right? You know, Papa Doc got one, right? There's that spirit. Because that spell is called dumbing down the American people. They did it through education, culture, literature, cinema, and the news. So you have people have in their mind that they can get 15 minutes of fame too. They're all caught up in it. The Lord about to bring judgment on this place, man.
That made all the earth drunken.
See?
The nations have drunken of her wine. Therefore the nations are mad.
Yep. The nations are mad. They're bugged out. This is why now Moab has cut off any westernized influence. No more John Chang. You know? You better name your daughter Shifu or your son Shifu. You know what I'm saying? They're bringing back their culture because the wine of Babylon is running out. So the last phase is to drop that pill in the drink. And what's that gonna be? The MOTB. He's gonna try to roofie you. The 5G. This is last dish. This is last effort to stop any opposition. This is my only way that I can stop anyone from fighting back. This is why it's gonna be a war in heaven. Keep going.
Babylon is suddenly fallen and destroyed. How for her take balm for her pain, if so she may be healed.
Oh, that's funny. That's like you taking someone out and then you say, cry for her now. You know? Cry for her now. Cry for this prison of pain that has destroyed my people. I want you to cry. I want to see a motherfucker mourn for this place when it goes down, man. When we get them that body and that new power, my spirit been meditating on what we gonna do when we land. You know? but we actually land. Keep going.
It says, we would have healed Babylon, but she is not healed.
You can't do nothing. I can't fix it. It's like a doctor. You know, when a doctor's pumping on the chest, it's clear, hitting it with that, the defibrillator, doing everything, and he can't get a beat. He can't get a heartbeat. It's over. It's over.
Can't get a pulse.
It's over. He can't get a pulse. It's done.
It says, forsake her, and let us go every one into his own country.
Yep.
For our judgment reaching unto the skies, and is lifted up even unto the heavens.
That's the heathens. The heathens are gonna realize that, man. And hey, I work around heathens. Those some criminals, man. I'm dead at those some niggas. I work for this one heathen. He had a service job that needed to be done. Called him. Dude came, went to fix the problem that needed to be fixed. The Ishmaelite didn't like the price. Says, tell him to leave. Tell him to leave. Esau says, well, I need a service fee. He calls the Ishmaelite for the service fee. The nigga blocked his number.
Wow.
In America, Ishmael's doing that. I was like, yo, this nigga's a criminal, bro. That's a criminal. But they're coming to America. They're going to America doing that. I was like, yo, that's what Esau been doing. You know? Look, you got Moab right there with a fucking sushi bun with a sheet of mine. And Brad is pissed off, painting his nails. Talking about he wants to kill his mom. You know? You got Moab here poisoning Jake, barely passing OSHA tests. You know? Talking shit about the black woman rubbing down her overweight, swollen feet. They about to close up salon shops and zip up the tents of Kedar.
That's more like that's him.
Yep, them too.
I'm saying that's him.
Oh, okay.
This is the book of Revelation. You have more
Look,
books?
Esau ignoring it. He don't even look his way. That should be funny, man. Yo, Esau be sunning y'all out here. Don't even talk to him. You got it.
Revelation 18 and verse, I'll start from the top. It says, and after these things, I saw another angel come down from heaven, having great power, and the earth was lightened with his glory. And he cried, and that's Yahushua. And he cried mightily with a strong voice, saying, behold, Babylon the great is fallen, and has become the habitation of devils, and the hold of every foul spirit, and it's become the habitation of devils, and the hold of every foul spirit, and the cage of every unclean and hateful bird. For all nations have drunk of the wine of the wrath of her fornication, and the kings of the earth have committed fornication with her.
Yep, they committed fornication. This is the importing and exporting of goods, the crafty council. Because you got to remember, with every nation, not everybody in that nation is going to be a king or going to be on some level. That's why you got a lot of puppet leaders. Okay, so a lot of these nations that got drunk are the top guys, and they got the rest of their people drunk off it. A citizen in China can't stop the importing and exporting deals with Babylon. That's why I said the king. Read that again.
Yep. It says, for all nations have drunk of the wine of the wrath of her fornication.
Why?
And the kings of the earth have committed fornication with her.
See, the kings laid down with her. The kings signed a marriage agreement.
Yep.
The kings allowed this to enter. The king said, yes, you can have an embassy here. And they pay you off with money and women and liquor, you know? The kings of the earth. And then as the king is the people, so the people are forced under this. That's why in America they give you a misconception of voting, so you are okay with who's over you now. Well, I voted for him. That's why they walk around with a voting sticker.
I voted today.
And about it. Well, we just drafted Lamar. That's what America is politically correct. That's what it does. It does the same shit everyone else does, but it's PC with it. See? That's why they think that y'all think y'all better. Now, is Babylon referred to as the great? Yes, but it's through what? Witchcraft, cunning, fornication, inequity, bloodshed, but it's hidden, it's clean. It's propaganda, it's wiped away, it's whitewashed, it's hit with a broad brush. What? We're advanced. No, we're not a third world country. Take your ass to Detroit. Go to Avenue A through D. Okay? And let's see. You know? I guarantee you, if you got the right picture in the hood and you showed it and said, look at Africa, they said, oh my God, they need democracy. You say, hey, actually, this is downtown Detroit. What? This is preposterous. Right? Fucking people, man. You know what we are? We're the reality, man. We're the black cat in the matrix. That's what we are. Keep going, brother.
And it says,
I like it. I like it. I like it. Through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shemel Shai, I am thankful, man. You know? I watch these people walk by, laugh, and they're all doing shit. And let me tell you this, because I keep seeing heathens. All these heathens that are over here, them niggas are subjugated under Esau. Esau's still their fucking boss, man. Esau's still top dog. That's why it says the tabernacle of Edom. They're fucking weak. They're weak as shit. They're weak as shit, man. The men and the women. And your relationships, you know, and your marriages, your stupid ass family get together.
it's all fake.
You're garbage. It's vain. There's nothing that you're bringing to help anything. None of these people are humanitarians. You know? You're going to find out in these last days when they tell us to get off their property, you're on ours. And we're going to privatize Earth. Okay? We're gonna sanction the people in Earth and where you can be. You're gonna own what we tell you, and you're gonna say Thawada.
Red line. You got red line in your ass.
What's
Yup.
that movie back in the 90s with Michael Douglas? Where he was like, old man to the golf course. He's like, get off my golf course. Yeah, Falling. That movie was good.
Yep.
He's like,
That's
get off
good.
my golf course.
He had a heart attack right
Yeah.
there. Yep.
Shot you. They told him,
Funny as hell.
what was the store? Was it a Moabite or Ishmael? It was a Moabite, right? Yeah, it was a
Moabite,
Moabite.
Moabite,
He
yeah.
said, how much for the soda? He had to almost kill that man to make him get a 50-cent soda. He was mad because he's like, how are you in my country selling me an overpriced American product? That was fire, man.
That's a great movie.
Hey, think about it, brothers. When you look at the name an Edomite owns a corner store,
None.
right?
Right.
I mean, you might have one at like Arkansas,
Maybe a gas station.
real,
Right.
you
Here
know.
and there.
But really, the demographic of ownership of stores or a corner store or a gas station, who owns them?
Ishmael, right? Yep.
Elam, Ishmael, maybe even Ham. You know what I
If
mean?
that,
Maybe.
right, yeah.
You know,
Moab.
they're Moab.
Some places.
Yeah.
They all do. Fuck it.
But
They all-
Esau don't got it, man. But they still walk around in this pride, press spirit because it's their little job that they got. So going back to the layoffs, then what? Hey, in American History X, they stormed the grocery store because a Moabite owned it. Then he sprayed milk on the black woman and said, now you can get a white job, bitch. Come on, man. And y'all look at us like, they gonna do something to your black woman. They gonna do stuff to y'all. We're just telling you how they feel. You know? But we're the bad guys. Well, we'll be the bearer of bad news. For you. Keep going.
It says, and the merchants of the earth
Yep.
are waxed rich through the abundance
Jeff
of her debt.
Bezos.
Yep.
You know?
He
And
said he do that on Amazon, say Prime. He said he ain't taking down that nigga.
yeah, exactly. Because it was a setup.
Yeah. He said he not
Where is Ron Dalton now?
Uh-huh.
Somewhere in the jacuzzi with an Elamite.
And South Africa was some shit.
You know?
Living it up.
Living it. This nigga, he's in South Africa.
No, yeah.
And where y'all at now with it? That shit was all used. Kyrie and Yee, that was all set up for y'all to get marked. You seen him on the AJ show? I don't even know if that nigga was there.
It could be a voiceover.
He was on there with a black mask talking about, if they don't give me $1 million.
I love.
Come on, bro. They could have put his voice over there.
He looked like he was on some domination shit.
Thank you.
gold suit on, some weirdo shit.
They're all in it, man.
It's a weirdo.
They're all set up.
All black.
They're all Kyrie set up.
It's like reality. America stop. It's like it's a movie now. Everything just
Yeah.
it's like
And you can see it.
it's
The world's a stage.
And people that keep trying to live by this image, they're gonna get punched in the face. Because people are getting fed up. Like in a Truman Show, when he started waking up and his wife realized it, she was like, look at this blender, it's slicer. He said, who the fuck are you talking to? That's where we're at right now.
Right.
But I love you. But I love you.
Oh, yeah.
Bro, who the fuck? We're in reality. These people they're caught up in the fakeness of the image that you can walk and prance around in. It ain't working.
You saw that movie Island? You seen that?
Island with who? Leonardo?
The DiCaprio.
Nah, no. It was Edward McGregor. He was on an island, but this whole time, I think it was called Island.
Yeah,
he
with
was
the girl.
inside- He was inside a simulation. He thought he was living a real life. the whole
Yeah,
time.
yeah, with a chick.
Yeah.
With a chick, yeah, yes.
Yeah,
Yup.
yeah.
Damn.
This is a simulation.
Yep.
Now, don't mean to where we're in an electromagnetic field,
Yeah.
but this place is in a spiritual simulation. The image, can you get that?
Wickedness.
That wickedness, it's an image. Yo, hey, I'm gonna tell y'all something, brothers. Freely give, freely receive. When you out and about, be fucking fake with these people. Hey, Jim, no problem. Do that shit, man.
Them compliments.
Do that shit.
Yep.
You know? That shit works.
Yep. Nice shirt, Brad.
Yeah, you fuck around and get a woman off that. Oh yeah, I know. Did you see the GOP? Hey, you seen Undercover, brother? You just better have some hot sauce in that watch.
Old Bills.
You know what I'm saying? Don't get too deep with it now. You seen Pt.2?
Yeah.
We'll get that, the image, brother. Right, go Bills.
Verse 11.
The image, Bubba Kashaw, was at 15? Yeah. 15? Yeah, no, get wherever you want to start.
This is Revelation 13 and verse 15. And he had power to give life.
Who had power? Who had power? We're asking Ira.
Who got power?
No, read it again. I want you to break this down, brother.
And he had power to give life unto the image of the beast.
What's that mean?
I mean that
Who's the he?
that's on Esau.
Okay, I'll accept that. Keep going.
And he had power to give life unto the image of the beast.
What's the image of the beast?
Rome, America.
Deep. Yes. Deeper. Like deep.
That's going into the that's talking about NATO. Beast
No.
system.
Well, the beast is NATO, but what's the image?
The image all his policies, his religion,
Okay.
his way of life.
Okay, exactly.
Yeah.
His military,
Yeah.
his patriotism, his government, Rome,
Democracy.
his democracy,
Just like-
his
yeah.
demonocracy. You got it.
Religion too, you know what I'm saying?
Exactly. What's that in Rev? What's that? 19, the 3 unclean spirits?
60.
Sick, thank you. 60.
Even his media.
Even his media. All right, now a bonus question. What does the Greek goddess of Media represent?
That's going into medium.
Media, yep.
Medium, like spirit, just like
Illusion.
Delusion, yeah.
Illusion.
I meant to say, I'm
Yeah,
trying to
yeah,
get.
no, no.
I'm trying to get another word. For
Yeah,
it, but
yeah. You there, brother?
Yeah.
So it's
It's just
illusion.
like like gypsies trying to tell the future, and it's a medium.
And guess what they call that in Rome?
Who?
Divination.
No, an augur.
Oh, okay.
That's why now in America,
Yeah.
a president becomes a president through what?
Right on my tip of my tongue. Ah,
You just
man.
said it.
You said it.
Said it. I know what it is.
Inauguration.
Inauguration, yo. Inauguration, yo.
An inauguration. See? So let's read it again.
It says, he had power to give life unto the image of the beast.
Now guess what? He had power through the Most High, right? But not only through the Most High, with that, with the Lord giving him the green light, how did he do it? Through finances. When you look up in history, the elites started owning the Britain banks, which came to what? Funding. This is why it's coming out who funded the slave trade. Who was the biggest proponent and buying and selling. Amalek.
Yeah.
See? Because he had power. Money is power.
Yeah.
Right? Money, power, respect is what Esau needed in life. This is why Jake is screaming for that. Keep going.
It says that the image of the beast should both speak and cause that as many as will now worship the image of the beast should be killed.
Now it should be killed, foreign and domestic. That's why he goes through with the image and having them drunk, he's allowed to go and bring democracy. Now, the word for killed in that chapter, you know what it goes into?
No.
Meaning that he can separate you from society.
Yeah.
He can assassinate your character.
And blacklist.
He can blackmail you and blacklist you.
Exile your ass.
That's why he makes you do things that's a shame for you to speak about, because then if you go out and try to speak him out, he'll dangle this DVD or this file, and your ass know if you say something about me, I'm gonna show something about you.
Yep.
So Jake be like,
Just like the hood saying, man, I'll leave you dead out here. You don't get no work, you don't get no money out here. You won't live.
You
dead
won't
out
eat.
here. Yeah, you won't
Can't eat.
Yeah.
you ain't gonna be able to eat. See? So that's what we're seeing people in, is that image. So learn how to work around the image. You got
I
something,
get a
bro?
precept
Yep.
to that right there. Micah 2:1.
You got it, bro. Yep.
Woe to them that devises iniquity and work evil upon their bed, and when it's morning and light, they practice it,
Break it down, Ira.
because they got the power.
Start at one.
One.
Break on. Yep. Get
Woe
on
to
the meat.
them. So the Most High said destruction to them.
Yep.
Them that devises iniquity. Iniquity is sin. They can practice. They got the power.
Question.
Yep.
Who's that them?
That's on Amalek.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? So they got the resources.
Ultimately,
Yeah.
that's exactly right.
They got the resources to practice wickedness. They could push pedophilia, homosexuality. You know what I'm saying? And abortion and all that, because they got the money to fund it. Black Lives Matter.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, George 924.
George Soros. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He support Black Lives Matter. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? He pushed that. You know.
And you know what? You know what that BM did? That ultimately fulfilled him pushing in for the days of Lot.
Yeah.
Because I was listening to the elders going in, they was doing, y'all know during the civil rights, they was pushing those rights?
It's a movie. It's called Milk. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
It's called Milk. Yeah.
See?
Yep.
Yeah, because that's going into feminism.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And MLK was into that.
There was another movie that pushed. What's that movie? I think it was Sidney Poitier played in it, and it was a black woman. There was back then. It was like in the '60s about getting the black man out the house. I forgot the name of the movie.
See?
But it was already had that type of plan back then.
See?
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, they've been on that too.
Yeah. You know.
Yeah, keep going.
Woe to them that devise iniquity and work evil upon their beds.
Yep.
When it's morning and light, they practice it.
Yep.
It's it because it in the power of their hands.
Yeah, I remember I went to bed and same marriages was illegal, and I woke up and it was legal. And I was in the world, and I had my cousin, she was so-called Elisa Leslie, got 3 kids. But you and Leslie now.
Confused.
So I was like, I said, hey, so I see it's saying, it's legal now. I said, did you vote for that? And she was like, no. So I said, how you feel about that? You ain't even participate for those rights.
Yep.
And she actually felt some type of way.
Yep.
See? So that showed you it was just a plan.
And like the scriptures say, he say that they wake up, they go to bed.
Yeah.
And they're like, man, I know how I can oppress these niggas. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm coming
Yeah.
with a law saying they can do this and push the feminist movement, give the black woman power,
Yeah.
give the man, and boom, and then that's gonna destroy them and get them out the house and make them feud with each other.
The worst thing Esau did to the black woman is give her freedom. You gave the wrong people freedom, man. You don't know what to do with it.
Willie Lynch led was prophesied in Deuteronomy 20, I think 53 and 54.
Uh-huh. The evil eye?
Yeah. That was Willie Lynch prophesied in Deuteronomy.
See? He was in that spirit. And now people are going to go to sleep and wake up to lockdowns. You see the movie Siege?
See?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Denzel went to sleep and woke up, and Bruce Willis was a general ruling New York City.
Yep.
Fucking no mayor, no governor,
And tanks everywhere.
a general. All right, and not commanding General Yohana either. What we got?
We have more. Was that more, Michael?
I think with 2, that was it, right?
That was it.
Let's get some more.
Back
we
to
get
the-
some more, yeah.
Back in Revelation 18 and verse 4.
Oh, yeah.
And I heard another voice from heaven saying, "Come out of her, my people."
Oh. Read that again.
Yep. And it says, and I heard another voice from heaven saying, "Come out of her, my people."
You might hear Kwame Yasharala. You know what I mean? Rise.
Right, yeah.
That's going to be in Hebrew. He said, I heard in the Hebrew
Yeah.
tongue. That's literally.
That's literal.
We're going to literally hear, come out of her. Meeting the Lord in the air.
Yep.
You know? That's real life goals. You know,
Right.
they say like friend goals and shit. That's real goals right there, man.
Relationship goals.
Yeah, thank you. That's better. Relationship
Right.
goals.
Real life.
Yeah.
Yep. The bride, the groom, the house.
We'll get there, matter of fact. In 19, she made herself ready. And then let's precept that. Ira, get Matthews 24 and start at 31, 33. Well, 33 or 36. But
About the elect.
about the days of Noah.
Oh.
Is it 36?
Yeah, 36. Yeah, around that area, 36.
Well, finish yours, brother, and we'll get into
And it says,
Yep, come up out of my people.
it said, "Come out of her, my people,
Yep.
that ye be not partakers of her sins,
Yep.
and that ye receive not of her plagues."
Right, now read, Rev.
This is Revelation 19 and verse 7. Let us be glad and rejoice and give honor to him, for the marriage of the Lamb is come,
Yeah.
and his wife had made herself ready.
Are we not making ourselves ready? We are making ourselves ready. And when you look at the aspect of a relationship, that's what you have to be, fully invested. You know, like how many times you hear, or I've heard, you know, I've even just past couple of weeks, this dude came to me, he's like, man, I need some advice. He's like, I'm trying to get with this woman, but she not fully, well, I don't know. Hey, no man want to deal with a woman like that. No, you fucking Babylonian women do that. You got multiple partners, multiple men, and then you shitting on the man that you got. Fucking demons. Hey, you ain't gonna be doing that in our kingdom. I don't care what nation you from. You're not about to be out here walking around proud, gadding abroad and shit. Got all these men, and you got men that really be wanting to be with women. That's an actual spirit man has, right? Where you could be, oh, it's my pot. A lot of times, men want to be with a woman to continually do that. You know? Fucking place is sick.
That's how it's supposed to be.
The culture here is fucking sick.
Yep.
You poor, sick-ass freak people, man. I'm tired of being around poor, proud, sick-ass, weirdo people. You know, when you think about it, all we do is brush shoulders with other poor-ass, proud people. But they act like they just got one up on you. When your ass is living paycheck to paycheck, paying your little bill, your little mortgage, and your wife's out committing fucking adultery, and your son is crying while putting lipstick on in the mirror. Fuck out of here, man. You don't got no more power over us. You know?
Yeah. That's happening right now.
And to her was granted that she should be arrayed in fine linen,
She was chosen.
clean and white,
The doctrine.
for the fine linen is the righteousness of the saints.
They were virgins. That's what it's talking about. And we're going to call our husband by his name, Yahweh Shai, Hamashiach.
Yep.
Not Jesus Christ.
It's definitely not Jesus Christ. That shit ain't heard him because that's adultery. If you say in Christ, you're committing adultery on Yahweh Shai. That ain't my name. Shit, but it's okay for Beyonce to say my name. Right? Say my name if no one is around you. If you ain't playing games, nigga, say my name. Right? You got a spirit of jealousy on it. Well, that comes from the Lord, man. Huh?
And he said unto me, right, blessed are they
Woo!
which are called unto the marriage supper of the Lamb.
Yup.
And he said unto me, these are the true sayings of Yahweh Shem Shai.
Hey, and I always pray not for myself, only for the brothers, man. I pray we're written in the book of life, the Lamb's book of life. I always pray that. I'm always praying. If I pray for me, I'm praying for brothers. If I pray for my child, I'm praying for brothers, children. Because it's us. It's all of us. You know?
We are the world.
Yep.
We are the world.
We're on the same team.
Yep.
That's us.
We're the church. Okay? We're not saying that bragging. It's the spirit. You got fucking Christian churches out here running amok, ain't doing shit with a bunch of fly-by-night weirdos. Come and go doing this. They got videos of black churches robbing Jake. Some fucking gargoyle black woman. He said, look, I get $20 a week. She said, I got you. I know how much money you make. You see that video? If I was at Jake, I might have kept it. I might have, when keep it real goes wrong, I might have earthed her ass.
Right.
You know, fuck out of here. We're coming at a time where people are about to start rising up on princes and kings, man. But let's go back to the point. The bride made herself ready. Matthew 24.
Matthew 24 and what?
And just start at 30.
30.
Read down.
The book of Matthew, chapter 24, verse 30. And then shall appear the sign of the Son of Man
See?
in heaven. And then shall all the tribes of the earth mourn. And they shall see the Son of Man coming in the cloud of heaven.
What's the
with
cloud?
power
What's
of chariots.
Yep. Keep reading.
In the clouds of heaven with power and
Thank
great
you.
glory.
Thank you.
The chariots. What's
Right.
your name is?
Fucking
Ronald
false
Daughter?
prophet.
Yeah, Junior. You fucking agent. You're an agent, man.
Yep.
What a terrible lot, but a necessary one.
Yeah. That shit was leaked too, man.
That shit was trash. Hebrews and Negroes.
And
Oh,
and that came out like 6 years ago, but it's
Yeah.
coming back out now. What a coincidence,
it's
right?
because it's gonna
Yeah.
they're gonna do a double F for the FJs
Yep.
against the HIs.
You can't do nothing against the truth before it.
Yep. Yep.
Shalom, bro.
And then now you got ISBK saying that Nigerians are Hamites.
Y'all
Oh
see
yeah.
that?
You're fucking trash, bro.
I won't hear nothing from them.
He had his big ass document rated. What?
They preach ain't no sense.
Right. Even though it's lewd, but it's the truth. They do.
That shit's messing women up, man. Their studies come out. You bitches is not sitting down
That's,
good,
that's
man.
lewd. That's disgusting.
And that's judgment for all y'all, man. That's fucking judgment.
That's not where babies come from.
right.
Come on, man.
Yeah.
What's like it, bro?
It's that flesh.
Yep.
Flesh, lasciviousness. They're sick. And only they would. They're not even deep. You know what I mean? They're not lightful. They're not spirited.
Yeah.
So of course you would do that, man.
Yo, them cats smoke weed. All of them.
Wow.
I believe it.
Hey,
Because you seen that what was it, 2 months back? Yeah, like, I don't know who was, they had some type of get together, gathering, barbecue. And I heard one
Oh,
of them
it's
saying
like
something about smoking weed and stuff. Like, you know
yeah.
what I'm saying?
Because
Cause
well, guess what though? Is there a law? Is there an actual law that says you can't smoke?
well,
Just yes or no?
no.
No. Is there a law that you can't eat shit?
No.
But you ain't gonna do it.
Right.
See, they don't got the spirit. Now we know to the writings of Paul that your temple can be defiled doing that. So we're not saying to go do it. But technically, like Elder Pastor said, technically there isn't a law. But technically there ain't a law about eating shit, but you ain't gonna do that.
Do that.
See?
What about the the chrome? Messing with little children.
Right,
Yeah.
See?
right.
But you know it's off.
Yep,
Nope.
yep. Exactly. Those guys, see, they're reprobates. They're reprobates. And where were we
They
at?
follow the laws anyway.
No.
They teach doing it on the Sabbath.
Yeah.
You know?
Are they Friday to Saturday too?
They bugged out.
They
Nah,
bugged
they
out,
don't. I
right.
don't think they even follow the Sabbath period.
No, they do.
They do.
Yeah, they do.
Because I be hearing Catholics, y'all always talking about throwing cookouts.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
That's true. But they got different doctrines.
Yeah.
They might think that that's a good thing, so it's okay. They say, well, Christ plucked corn. But keep going. Matthews.
Verse 31. And he shall send his angels with a great sound of the trumpet.
Yep, Mike,
And they
Mike.
shall gather together his elect
Mike, holla. Keep going.
from the four winds, from one end of heaven to another.
Wait, from four winds. So Africans ain't Israelites. We not saying they are, but there ain't Jakes in the midst. Bitch, we ain't America, but we in it.
You even got Jakes amongst the, those F Jakes, man. So how much more out there amongst him?
Yeah, you seen him, Marty's not.
We've been scattered.
Yeah.
You see that? That nigga over there?
And shine.
It's shy.
You got Drake today, the rapper. He'll be considered a so-called
Yeah.
You know, it's not nothing difficult to understand.
Weird. How could you wear all black like that? You know
Right.
what I'm saying? Had that little corny ass red tail, stupid ass nappy neck.
Yeah, that stupid ass Black Panther hat. And then he had baby girl beads in his hair reading off a little poster.
Yeah, he look like little Romeo, man.
Bro, if you're swayed by that, you're not of Yahweh Shem
Those damn Kirkland beads and shit.
Yeah. he had a bowl of black eyed peas talking about if you Igbo. Yo. Then they telling the brother is Bakwar or him. That ain't shit, bro. You ever heard of the Ethiopian eunuch? How about that? They ain't shit, man. And like brother's been saying, it's all for them to be marked. All these guys that are coming up on the videos and talking, it's all just to be marked. They're just all being marked. That's all it is. Keep going.
Verse 31. And he shall send his angels with a great sound of trumpet, and they shall gather together his elect.
His elect. His elect.
Chosen.
His chosen. Okay? The ones marked with the Wa. And guess what? No matter what religion or doctrine, the elect starts with 144,000, 12,000 Israelite men from each tribe. You can't say nothing. This nigga said, wow, it can't be literal elect because it mentions Joseph. Then he said, it mentions Judah. He's trash.
He's trying to find any little thing to sneak in, man. You ain't gonna get it. Fucking teaming like
And the only,
He's just jealous.
I don't think he's Amalek. He's teaming?
He's jealous.
He's teaming with Amalek?
Come on, so-called doctor dude.
No. John Mark Reiser.
Oh.
the agent.
He said, the herb and the peace and the words and the street. Yo!
He's trash, bro.
And then the one nigga that wore the dress, he was like,
Oh yeah.
and then the elder Pastor Hart posted his video and he fucking reported it.
Yeah.
What you reporting it for?
Paul Sorry, he was like, I smell bad about
Yeah.
you. I was just showing off the town.
Yeah.
He was though.
Oh,
Man.
Jeremiah. That's what he said. Yo, only Esau rap like that. Even Eminem don't rap like that.
Right.
That's the Jake.
Keep going, brother. Shit.
To gather his elect from the four winds, from one end of heaven to another.
Yep.
Verse 32. Learn a parable of the fig tree, where his branches is yet tender, and putteth forth leaves. Ye know the summer is nigh.
Yep, keep going.
So likewise, when ye shall see all these things, know that it is near, even at the door.
Yep, it's at the door. Hey, it's at the door like this. At the door knocking. And we can hear it, you know? But you got Jake that are stiff-necked and they're resisting the Holy Spirit. So they in the spirit of Little Richard. You better keep on knocking, but you can't come in, you know? Nah, Yahushua said in Rev 3:19, if I knock and he opened, I will sup with him. We're in a time where the Lord is showing who he's supping with. And I say it humbly. You got guys saying that King David is here, losing their fucking mind. You got other guys saying we're in a new covenant. But it's a bunch of bullshit bitching argument. Really. It's really a bunch of bullshit bitch nigga ass argument.
Whole ass shit.
Yeah. There's too much bitch assness going around. Gird the fuck up, man. You need to be beat. You need to fast. Beat that flesh, man. Rebuke that shit. Keep going.
Verse 34.
But ultimately, if you ain't of the Lord's elect, that's what it is.
Verily I say unto you, this generation shall not pass until all things are fulfilled.
Read it again, brother.
All right. Verily I say unto you, this generation shall not pass till all these things be fulfilled.
Yep, and we're getting ready to see it be fulfilled. Keep going.
Verse 35. Heaven and earth shall pass away, but my words shall not pass away.
Keep going.
Verse 36. But of that day, let me say it again. But of that day, an hour knoweth no man.
No man knows the time, hour, or day. But there's a specific time, hour, and day prophesied, and that's for the Father to know and for us to find out. Don't they say that in the world? It's for me to know and for you to find out. That's what it's about, faith. Hope. A man is saved by hope. Don't y'all hope in a bunch of shit? Don't you hoping you get this girl? You hope you win the lotto? You hope you get a job? Well, I hope we get delivered. I hope that I make it. I hope that I can see the fall of my enemies. I hope to see my Lord and Savior, and I hope to meet him in the air with the brothers. Keep going.
Know not the angels of heaven, but my Father only.
See? Which proves that it ain't no triune God.
Right.
Keep going.
Right.
Verse 37. But as the day of Noah, where so shall...
Look at his ass running. He probably stole
You
something.
know what time it is.
Look at him.
He ain't
Jetting
rest.
up out of here. Read
Verse
it again.
37. But as the day of Noah,
Yup.
where so also the coming of the Son of Man be.
Keep going.
Verse 38. For as in the days that were before the flood,
What were they doing?
they were eating and drinking and marrying.
And what?
Marrying.
And and keep going. We're going to close it out. It's getting a
And
little cold.
giving in marriage.
Are we not in the days of Noah? So
yeah.
are they not given into marriage?
Yes.
Well, guess what? We're given into marriage too. But we're given to the marriage of Yahweh Shai.
Yep.
It's a big difference.
Yep.
See? Keep going.
Until the day that Noah entered into the ark.
Yup, and what?
Verse 39. And knew not until the flood came.
And did what?
And took them all away. So shall also the coming of the Son of Man be.
There you go.
Music to our ears.
Music to our ears.
Yep.
Okay? This music don't make us lose control. All right? So Tawada Yahweh Shai for this, man. So we're in those times. We're in these days. So it's time to stay sober. Hey, y'all got to lock into the true teachings and stay in that. Because you keep being that lost sheep, you're going to go to the wrong mountain and get lost in that motherfucker. You know? So stay locked in. Understand the doctrine. Know the breakdowns. Call upon the true name. And be in this in the spirit of truth and sincerity. That's it. That's it. You brothers good?
Faith and sincerity. Yep.
So with that being said, we like to give all praise, all honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Rakadash. Double honors to our elders and apostles of Great Millstone that do well. We like to say peace and salutations to the Lord's elect and Abad Babal.
Ball.
Shalom.
Shalom.